I think.
I'm starting now. Hello, hello, everyone.
More tools?
I'm Chloe Shi, and I've worked in tech for almost a decade, working in operations, business development, and now product management. In this profession, you are constantly drowning in reading docs, writing docs, and making decisions from docs. From product strategy write-ups to industry insights reports, you need to catch up with everything, which is impossible. I always had to spend my after hours catching up on reading, but now we don't have to live that way anymore. AI Assistant and Adobe Acrobat can help you work smarter, not harder. Let me show you. The next step I'd like to take in my career is to become an industry expert and leader. So I've been building my professional brand by creating free resources on product management and sharing them online. I recently wrote a very comprehensive guide on user research techniques for product managers, and it is a whopping 25 pages. I assure you, nobody has time to read this. To make it more bite-sized, I pull up the PDF guide and ask AI Assistant to draft a social media post to summarize the key takeaways and help me promote the resource to my readers. All I have to do is click copy, and I'm able to finish this post faster than ever. As a reader of this guide, I can ask AI Assistant to generate a summary of all the key takeaways so I don't have to read all 25 pages. If I want to learn about a certain topic in the doc, I don't have to pull up a new window. Instead, I can just ask AI Assistant directly in the sidebar to get a helpful response that's relevant to the context of this document. In my product management career, AI Assistant is helping me read docs faster, write bite-sized summaries and takeaways to share with my colleagues and readers, and make it easier to learn more about my industry. I don't know if there's anyone in this field who can avoid the world of reading and writing docs. It is a crucial but painstaking part of the job because nobody has time for this. But with AI Assistant, we finally do.
If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves.
My name is Tiffany Wang, and I'm the founder of Tings. We are using the world's most delicious and sustainable superfood, jackfruit, to bring a revolutionary snack, crunchy jackfruit chips. This was a snack that I fell in love with when I was working abroad in Southeast Asia. A light bulb moment went off, and I couldn't understand why we didn't have it here in America. As a small business owner and the sole employee of Tings, I run the gamut of whatever the business needs, from managing supply chain to negotiating rates with suppliers, website design. I've had to wear many hats. You have no one but yourself to run decisions by. All industries rely heavily on social media marketing. It's the best and cheapest way to establish yourself as a brand, having to learn all these new platforms that you really are learning from scratch. Simplicity is very important in the tools that I use, where Adobe Express and Adobe Acrobat help me save time. Whether it's content creation, assets you can easily move around to create a beautiful image, having built-in templates, negotiating contracts with existing clients, prospective clients, and building out a marketing strategy. I would love to see Tings as a place where people come to learn more about jackfruit and the ways that it is so sustainable and healthy for you. I love that I'm able to introduce jackfruit in this way. I really appreciated building this from the ground up by myself because it lets me continue to do what I want to do without losing sight of my values.
I believe the best way to create a promising future is to truly honor the past. My passion is to protect the cultural identity of our community. How can we amplify those stories? And technology plays a huge role. My name's Joshua Morey, president of the J. Morey Company, insurance agents and brokers, second generation business owner. My
Hi everyone. Very good afternoon. All thanks to you join on the time for this webinar. We will just wait for next 1 minute and then we can start our call. So I'm just sharing my screen. So thank you once again, team, to all guests. I just want to share first the housekeeping notes, which is most important thing for for everyone. Uh, uh, So first, to all guests, my request, to they can mute themselves, and if they have any query, we have a Q&A session end of this call, so they can ask anything, any kind of query they have. We also have the feedback option where you have to, give us the feedback. We will give you the feedback from to you where you can give the feedback to us, so we can understand your thoughts and your changes which will you require. And we will record this session to everyone. If required, you can ask us and we will share the link with everyone for this call. Just want to share the agenda for this call so people can understand, what is we have to go through. So first, my name is Sahil. I'm the graphic BDM in Noventiq, managing Pan India. And our guest is Ketki Rastogi. She is the solution consultant from Adobe side. She will take care about the today's topic, and then we will take care our Q&A session, and then what we offering from Noventiq side as a Adobe partner, and then we will wrap up the session. So once again, thank you all who joined on time. So just want to introduce my organization first. We are one of the global organization, who are providing different kind of I can say the IT solutions, software solution and hardware solution worldwide. Okay, I can say 80 more than 80,000 plus B2B customer we have overall, which we serve, till date. We have more than 11 delivery centers right now globally with the regional languages. We can provide the solution to all, and we have more than 60 plus countries presence. So it's not about India. We our presence is, I can say, more than 60 plus countries where any team, any companies, if they are looking for the global partner. Noventiq is one of the, I can say, the best, the first name you can say, as a partner. Right now we have more than 6,000 plus employee in the company globally. As a Noventiq India, what we can serve, or we can say, what you are looking for. So we actually more than 500 solution sales specialists we have right now in the company. We have 2,500 plus employees overall in India, and Adobe is Noventiq is a gold partner of Adobe. Okay, and we recently acquired 4 organizations from last, I can say, 5 years in India specifically, and we also got the 2 CIO Choice Awards, from Noventiq side, and our presence is more than 30 plus cities in India specifically. So this is the small, achievements and the presence we have globally as well as in India. I just want to introduce myself and my team as a Noventiq team. So we have Paulina. Paulina is a global head from Adobe side in Noventiq. She based out Dubai. We have Maria Batuva. She is managing Epic Business, India and Epic Business, and she based out in Russia. My name is Sahil. I'm the BDM. I can say graphic BDM, managing Pan India business. I joined Noventiq in 2020, and overall I have 10 plus of year of experience. We have Tejal. Tejal is based out in Mumbai, and she is managing SMB clients, Pan India. So we have four people team who are managing and serve all the services from Adobe side in India as well as globally. Why Noventiq? So just like I covered in my previous slides, Noventiq is the official partner of Adobe as a gold partner. We have more than 10 plus of year experience successfully where we serve more than 1,000 plus, I can say customer in India. We have big sales team in India. We have more than 45 sales, specifically, sales team member who are serving different cities in India. We are providing different kind of solutions from Adobe side, so we can help to all the clients where they are looking for any kind of Adobe requirement, be it DX or DME products. And we also providing some technicals questions, and we also providing technical sessions also if they require. Also the implementation part, the integration is in the product like Microsoft, how they can integrate and they can use also. And I just want to request to you, if you can give us a chance to understand if you are looking any kind of Adobe product, be it creative products or maybe the Acrobat and maybe the digital sign, you can say, or Adobe sign, you can reach out to us. Okay, I will share my contact details and my team details after this session. So anytime you can connect with us in your future requirements and as well as your current requirement. So this is the promo going on. So the other things we will cover in the, after the last minutes of my, once Ketki will cover everything. So there's a two things I need to share with everyone before we wrap up this call. So I just want to introduce Ketki. She will take care of now. So Ketki, hi Ketki.
Hey, hi Sahil. Hey everyone.
So Ketki is the solution consultant. She will take care of today's session. And my request to all, please, this is one of the best session you can get from Adobe side, because this generative AI changed the whole scenario. The all the people can who are using Acrobat right now, they can understand how it's beneficial and how it's game changer for everyone who are using right now Acrobat. So over to you, Ketki. You are the right person.
Thank you, Sahil. Thank you everyone for joining in. Before we begin and I start presenting, there are a few things that I would like to mention. I'm also keeping an active eye out on the chat so that if you have any questions, queries, just feel free to list them here and I'll take them up. I know Sahil said don't unmute yourself, but since we are a rather little small quorum, 19 people, 19 of us, so if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself for relevant questions and we can answer them right away. But yeah, I am keeping an active eye out on the chat as we speak, so would love to hear certain questions from you as well. Okay, I think let's get started, right? It's Thursday. Tech Thirst Thursday is what Sahil and I think the marketing banner had on that. So let's begin this conversation. Are we recording this, Sahil? Just for
Yeah.
me to. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So, okay. So, as Sahil spoke about, today we are going to be talking about how generative AI is impacting businesses and how you, as end users, can use it in your daily lives to help you, simplify mundane tasks that you do every day, especially when it comes to document, and what role does Adobe have to play in it? Now, first, before we deep dive into what generative AI is and what it can do for you, we really need to understand why is there a need. So these are certain numbers, right? 80% of the global workforce experiences information overload. 8.2 hours by average knowledge worker are spent each week looking for information that is important to them or rehashing information in a way they may want to present it to someone else. Right? So 8.2 hours are spent just for getting the information and then spinning that information in a way that can be communicated effectively to an end user. Then also 85% of the employees cite technology as helping them to work faster and smarter. And they want technological solutions to the issues and the information overload that they are facing. Right? So this is where generative AI can be of use. And generative AI is not just a thing of today, but more and more people are using generative AI solutions to manage their work a little bit easier. Again, a few numbers here. You can see 79% of the leaders report a cost decrease via AI adoption. Also, when you look at it, 90% of the workforce is looking for AI as a partner just by 2025 itself, right? So 90% of us want AI in our daily lives so that it can help us manage our tasks a little bit easier. Also, from a customer perspective, who are utilizing services or products of a business, they say that 65% of these customers say that they will trust businesses that use generative AI. So there is also positive hope with generative AI to be of use, to be a partner with the team and help them get their work done a little more effectively. But just adopting generative AI is not enough, right? There are certain security concerns or certain concerns that all CIO, CXO level personas have. Now, these concerns are around security. Is the data that is stored, in the documents? Is it going outside? How is it being used? So there are concerns around data privacy, security, and accuracy of generative AI. Also, there are questions around deployment complexity. Will it take a lot of time to deploy? What would be the time to value of the product? And what would be the return on investment on this particular product, right? So business leaders are effectively really concerned about any solution, any generative AI solution that they take in. Now, to answer these concerns, we have Adobe's generative AI, and it's not something that we started like a year or two back. It's something that we have been working on for last 10 years. We are an AI first organization. We have been natively integrating AI into different products that we have in the market, be it our Creative Cloud products, Document Cloud products, or Experience Cloud products. We have always had AI, integrating AI into pieces of these products to make your conversation with these products a little bit easier. 2 years back, we came out with Adobe's Firefly, which is Adobe's family of creative generative AI models to generate great visual content, right? And early this year, around early March, we came out with a Gen AI functionality in Acrobat that basically redefines the way you communicate with documents and analyze information from them. So, what does AI in Acrobat actually mean? Now, AI in Acrobat is called AI Assistant. AI Assistant helps you turn documents into actions. And not just one document, it can accommodate multiple documents. So you can run this AI assistant or the generative AI feature across multiple documents in multiple formats. So if you have documents in, say, PowerPoint format, or you have documents in, say, docx format, and you have PDFs, you can consume them all in at once and get responses from it. And you can use this across surfaces also. So if you're reading a document, be it on desktop, on mobile phone, or a web, or your web browser, you can utilize the AI assistant. Now, what is AI assistant? AI assistant, and I will show this in my demos also, is nothing but a chatbot. Looks like a chatbot. It's a lot more. So it looks like a chatbot, and it sits in your Acrobat environment, and you can ask it a variety of questions. It gives you high quality insights. Now, what does this mean? It gives you high quality insight. This means, so whenever you talk about any generative AI solution, whatever they generate, right, needs to be verified by the end user. So if you, in any generative AI solution, if you give it a question, you get a response, it's your responsibility to verify this response. So with Acrobat, whenever you get a response through AI Assistant, we annotate this response. And once it is annotated, there are numbers given to the various sections in the response. And when you click on these numbers, they actually refer back to the document where that particular inference has been made from. So it's really high quality insights that you can get, easily verifiable, taking much less time for the end user to communicate with the document. Also, writing made easy. So suppose you have a document and you want to write a letter, an email, a summary based off on that particular document. And I'll show you a few examples in the demo today, where you can easily create write-ups and share those with your team, right? It is a solution that is easy to deploy. So just like you assign Acrobat packages to your end user, you can when you procure AI assistant, you'll get a package of AI assistant which can be assigned to multiple user, and they can start using it from day one. So there is minimal deployment effort, minimum time required for your team to get started on using generative AI functionality. And most importantly, your data remains yours. What that means is we do not train the generative AI on your data, and we ensure that security is maintained throughout the life cycle, or throughout basically the life cycle of that data, that interaction with generative AI that you have. Any questions so far? Anyone wanting to unmute themselves? Oh, thank you for that thumbs up, Wang. Okay, so let's move on, right? Just give me a moment. Yeah, so let's move on. So what sets Adobe apart when you're talking about these generative AI, in Acrobat? So what you need to understand is we have around 30 years of experience with PDF. That means that we really understand the structure of the documents, the structure of the PDF really well. What that means is whenever we give an input to generative AI model, it is because the quality of the input is great, because we understand the structure of the document really well, we're able to get better outputs. You can verify these responses as you go, as I explained earlier, and also the deployment is simple and the product is easy to use. So let's look at certain examples, right? So the examples are vast and they're across industry. Anybody reading a document, right? Be it someone in research and development, be it someone in HR, sales, marketing, or someone in legal, finance, or maybe a senior executive. Whoever needs to read through documents, derive information from documents, derive context from documents, they can really derive a lot of value from this particular product. So let's look at a few examples, right? Let's meet Rahul. Rahul is in procurement and he specifically needs to analyze a lot of contracts that are available to him. Now, to analyze, he might be a person who doesn't really is not legal in essence, but wants to analyze contracts in terms of risk, payment terms and conditions, compliances, what are the termination and exit conditions, so on and so forth. So, how will Rahul manage his day-to-day activity? So, let's look into that. So here, wearing Rahul's hat, I have AI assistant. I have the document opened up. Now this document, as you can see, is 77-page long. And if I was to read this document through and through, it is going to take a lot of time. This is where I'm going to enlist the help of AI assistant. And we also have a summary section. So first, maybe I want to summarize this contract, understand what the various sections are without reading into them deeply. I can just go into these sections, understand what they have, and move ahead. If I have specific questions, I will come to AI assistant. So here I've asked the AI assistant, what are the risks associated with the contract? Give them to me in point wise perspective, right? Now, as you can see, it defines the risks that are there. It is giving me termination for convenience, performance standards, confidentiality breach, regulatory compliance, force majeure, data security, intellectual property risks, right? Very intently listed down because I asked for this information to be presented to me in point-wise format. I can also just go through these annotations. You can see that these numbers are written here. When I navigate through this information, I can read through this particular section and understand why the generative AI has made this particular inference. So really helps me validate the data that I am getting from generative AI to ensure that I am reading the document right. I have an option to copy. So suppose I want to track these 20 points and I want to copy them in a spreadsheet, I can do that. I can also give a feedback. And suppose I want to, I have certain other questions like how does the contract handle dispute and arbitration? I can just ask these questions and generative AI will quickly give me the response, which is from this particular contract document. So as you can see, it is now giving me the response. And again, I can go ahead and verify this response going into the annotation where it says, it has picked up a particular information from. Any questions so far? Okay, how many of you think that this would be something that would be useful for you? Can I see a raise of hands? Thank you, James.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah,
Suppose if I have a Word or Excel file,
yeah.
if I convert that into PDF and the same file, on the same file also AI can be used?
So not Excel, but yeah, it can actually Excel converted into PDF, it will be able to consume it. But yeah, you have this add file section, you can add presentation and Word documents and it'll analyze. Does
Okay.
that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then Srinivas also wants to understand how is it different from Copilot. So I'm going to cover that question towards the end. Any other questions?
KK, I think Supriya has the questions. She need to ask anything.
Supriya, do you have a question? Okay, I think she might have raised her hand in response to my question. So that's fine. Okay, so let's move on. Keep asking your questions here. So on the chat, I'm going to address all of them towards the end, right? Okay, so this is how Rahul would benefit from the solution. Let's look at Pratham. Pratham is a part of product development research team, and he needs to create a research report on digital trends for his company. So how can we help him do his work a little bit faster, a little bit easier? So let's look into that. So suppose Pratham is working in Bangalore and he has got to, he's got this particular report at his disposal and he needs to read through the report. Now he's received this report while he's just traveling to work on his mobile phone and he wants to understand it. So he scrolls through the report. As you can see at the bottom, there is generative AI button which he can use to analyze this report as well. Now, when I click on it, it processes the document and provides an overview of the document along with some suggested questions as a starting point. Right? Since it already has, you've already have a question in mind, he's going to go ahead, click on the speech to text icon and use his voice to ask the right question. You can go ahead, ask, what are the digital trends in the financial market today? And then once he's asked that question, it analyzes the question and gives a response back. Now, this response is well written, well structured. It is also annotated, and there are attributions to the source of the text in the document. And he can go ahead, verify, see if this particular response makes sense to him and is relevant for him. And then finally, when he is at his laptop, at his, analyzing the document, he can go into AI Assistant, add files to it. So here he can add docx, presentation, and PDF files, and additionally a few other formats also that we support right now. And then ask relevant questions, right? So he can now ask what are the top digital trends that are discussed in the report, and it goes ahead, generates a response. And again, this response is well structured. Attributions are there so that he can go ahead, verify these attributions to the text that is available in the document. Again, he can just go ahead, copy this, paste it on the report he's trying to build. And now he wants to create an abstract. So again, he can ask to summarize this as an abstract. It will again go ahead, process the document, and summarize the above response as an abstract for him. He can go ahead, copy it, and paste the abstract there. And now he wants to contrast and compare specific aspects from across these documents, specific trends from across these documents. So he's again going to say, compare the trends from these reports in a tabular form. And then it gives him this table comparing the trends across various industries like financial services, retail, and high tech. Again, he can go ahead, verify it, copy this response, and successfully create his report. So this activity would have taken him days, uh, or at least a day or half a day to finish. With generative AI, he can get his work done in say a few hours, right? So really helps him, conserve his own time, read through information, analyze it, and then produce details on it. Okay. Again, free feel to add your questions. Any questions till here?
Ketki, just need to know that is there any page restrictions for the solution?
Yeah, so right now we have 120 pages that we can consume in one shot. So there are page and file restrictions as of now, but again, these restrictions are continuously being expanded upon, and a few months you will see more number of pages that we can, analyze. So right now the restriction is 120 pages and up to 10 documents that we support for an analysis.
Thank you,
Thank
Ketki.
you. Thank you. That was a great question again. Okay, then let's put on another hat. Now, this is someone in the RFP team. RFP team needs to analyze a lot of requests for proposals that they may get from customers, right? And they need to read through these RFP deeper and faster. And also, at times, they need to analyze internal documents to help frame the responses that they want to give, right? So let me show you an example of this. So here I have an RFP from, yeah. So here I have an RFP which is from Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation, and it is for supply, installation, and testing of CCTV. Right. Again, this was it was a 200-page document. So I split it using Acrobat tool, and I split it into two documents, and I have gone ahead and analyzed. I've added both the documents here, right? So here you can ask questions like what are the important dates mentioned in this RFP. So again, it will go and analyze both the documents that are there. So across 200 pages that it'll analyze and give you the right response. Okay. Yeah. So here, sorry for this. Yeah. So here you can see the time frame, the release of RFP dates. So it has just listed down all the important, touch points in this particular RFP, right? So you can ask it a variety of questions and get and analyze this RFP a little bit better. Now, suppose you want to write a response, right? You want to create a response for this RFP. Suppose you want to design an executive summary. So here I have this is a white paper on AI assistant that Adobe has published. It is publicly available. Now, using this, I want to write an executive summary for Air India, telling them how AI assistant could be of use to them. So here, if you see, I've got the executive summary, leveraging AI assistance for enhanced productivity at Air India. It goes on, gives me an introduction, lists down the key benefits, enhanced document interaction, generative summaries, cross-departmental application, including sales, legal, research team, implementation and security, and conclusion, right? So again, it is now able to create content also specific to my requirement. If I want to maybe write LinkedIn post, a LinkedIn post talking about benefits of AI to HR, right? Of AI assistant to HR. So again, it'll create the content as you want it, when you want it. And so you can see that it has given you this LinkedIn post, which is ready with, and it has also done all the formatting, right? And again, you can analyze that, yes, it is picking out the right data. It has also given you multiple hashtags, even links that you can use to ensure that, you know, you publish the right things uh, on your social media. So really helpful solution, making documents a little more interactive. So let's shift gears. Let's look at Shweta, who is from HR, and she needs to analyze or she needs to create organization policies. So here I have Shweta, who is a part of HR and wants to uh, yeah and wants to create an organizational policy based on one of the acts that was given by the government. Again, these acts are published as PDF. If she wanted to ask certain questions, again, there is also a summary wherein she can just read through the summary, understand the document a little bit easier without going through all the 11 pages of it, or she can directly communicate using AI assistant of what the policy should look like with the eligibility criteria, duration, benefits, notice and payment terms, medical bonus, protection and penalties, so on and so forth. So again, makes her task. Again, this might have taken her a day or two to write down the organizational policy, right? To write it down, verify it, and then publish it internally. This would just take her maybe half a day, wherein she has created this response in minutes and then goes ahead and just verifies. Verification is what is going to take her time. So you could also be a persona in marketing and sales. With Adobe, we also are very well integrated with Teams and Zoom meetings. So we have, you can utilize these integrations. You can see I'm in Acrobat on web. You can look into all your recorded meetings. They will come right here, and you can go ahead, analyze these meetings, and you can see this is a 39-page document which has all the content of the meeting, and it generates meeting summary, what was discussed, and also gives you the next steps of who is supposed to do what, right? So really helpful for even anybody who records meeting and needs to give meeting summaries at the end of the meeting. Was there a question? Someone did unmute themselves. Okay. So I also, Rajesh, did you have a question? Okay, so I also wanted to kind of drill down on the utilization or methods of effective prompting, because this is something that is really required whenever you want to, communicate with any generative AI solution out there. Um, y- your response is only going to be as good as the question and the context you lay down for that question, ensuring the generative AI is able to give you the relevant response. So according to us, it should always, any question that you ask should have these five, or at least three of these five things. So first, it needs to be the task, exactly the data, what you want to get out of the document. So in this case, we want the list the type of purchases that require a purchase order, right? So here specifically, we are asking for this information. So that's the task. Second is the tone. How do you want the response to look like? Should it be business casual? Should it be professional, clear? What should be the tone of conversation? So if I'm writing a LinkedIn post, I can say a hearty, semi-formal post, right, is what I want to generate. But if I am sending a letter of intent as a part of my RFP to say the governor of Maharashtra, right, I want the tone to be professional, clear. uh, so I need to set the tone as well. Format. How do you want this response to be given to you? Do you want it pointwise? Do you want it in a paragraph? Do you want it in a tabular format? All of this is available. So if you tell it that, okay, I want this in bullet points, or I want them in point format or a table structure, something like that, it'll really help apply that to your response that you get. Also try to give example, like here we've got detailing the definition and region it applies to. So we are exactly requesting for the type of data we want, and lay down the context as well. So how will it help? Lay down that complete picture so that someone can give the right intent to the response when they're generating it for you, right? So here it is, so that the employee can clearly rely and understand on what purchase require a PO. Although it's a little bit of a repetition of the first, but it really sets the tone of the intent, so that tone and context together can work as the intent for that particular response. If you guys want, you should take a screenshot of this, because I think this is really helpful with any AI solution that you would work with, generative AI solution that you would work with. Okay, so with Document Cloud, right? Of course, you get AI Assistant, which will help you save a lot of time, but you also get to be productive anywhere you go, be it you're using it on a phone, desktop, anywhere you go, you'll be able to use the solution. We also ensure data protection and compliance. And if you would want, that's actually another conversation that we can have, if you would want your documents to be automated. So there are a lot of services that you get as a part of Acrobat. And with AI Assistant, we ensure that you have a seamless experience, your data is secured, and the output that you get is reliable. What does this mean? So seamless experience, we meet you where you work, so be it web, mobile, desktop, we will be there helping you analyze your documents a little bit faster, helping you save up to 4 to 6 hours every week. We also ensure data security. So as I said earlier, we do not train our large language models based on your data. We are only looking at the documents that you tell us to, right? people are in control. So in organization now, I think Srinivas asked me for differentiation. Now this is a big differentiation, Srinivas. Right now, other technologies can are based off on applications, or based off on access at a team level, right? Wherein you can wherein you have to give access to the solution from application or team level. And if I'm a person and I need I query a particular information, it can also pick up the response, it can also pick up this response from another document that may not be meant for my eyes. But with AI assistant, right? With AI assistant, you will ensure that the AI works only on the document that are meant for your eyes or for your end user's eye. So it's really helps you put down those uh, put down those guardrails to ensure data security, even amongst teams wherein different team members may have different security levels, right? So that is one of the key differences from the solution that you have asked, Srinivas. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your patience for the response. Yeah, so okay, another thing is people can only use AI assistant on document that they only have access to. So again, this is just talking about the same thing. You'll only use it on documents you have access to. You can't use it on documents you don't have access to. So that is the key functionality, and it's easy to deploy. The deployment timeline with AI assistant is negligible. What we are hearing from our customers with other products, they take a bit of time to deploy it, to put in the security guardrails. But because the end user has access directly, and it's just the end user and they're directly interacting with the documents that they have access to, we can put these guardrails easily, right? So basically, you can have these enterprise controls to manage who has access to AI assistant. And we also have AI ethics that we follow. So these ethics are all about accountability, responsibility, and transparency. These are our AI ethics while creating this technology, right? And also, we ensure that the output that you get is reliable because we ensure easy validation for those outputs. So, all in all, a few customer stories. Some of our customers who have tried and tested it out really like the way they're able to interact with their documents. Now they're able to design concise summaries, create content that they like, also get responses in analyzing the document as per their requirement. So basically, it helps you turn documents into actions, right? Any questions that anybody has that I can take for now? Yeah, Sahil.
Thank you, Ketki. Ketki, so I have interact with my few customer and they want to understand, because we some of the documents comes, some the regional language and sometimes in Hindi also.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so this tool is working for the regional language and the Hindi also.
No.
No.
So right now we only process English language. We will soon have two European languages included. Uh, it is upcoming. Uh, but yeah, we do not have Indian regional languages as of today. We don't support that.
Okay. And the second one is, is there any like if any existing customer is using Acrobat, can he
Mhm.
can use this tool? Maybe our guest also want to know this thing.
Yeah, so I think people who are on VIP, they get 5 lifetime tries. What does that mean? Is that you can ask 5 questions to AI assistant and it'll give a response to you. After those 5 questions, you need to buy the solution. So yeah, you'll need to procure packages. And the best part is this solution does not only run on Acrobat and Pro, but also runs on Reader. So a lot of your end users who may not have Acrobat Pro or Standard can also use this package on Readers and it'll help them analyze the document.
It means it's like an add-on package to the core products, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Sahil, if you could display the feedback QR code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we would love to hear from you as well. Please take out a little bit of time and fill this feedback form so that we can make these conversations a little more effective.
Yeah.
Any other question? Yeah, Jacob.
Uh, my question is that is there any way I can play around it for maybe a week or something?
So you have 5 lifetime tries. That's all you get for now, Jacob.
Okay.
Right? So after those 5 tries, you need to procure it.
Okay.
So thank you, Kirti.
What is the
Just before
subscription cost?
That I think Sahil will be a better person to answer that. Sahil?
Yeah, so it's actually add-on, product. So if you can share your exact requirement with us, we can share the commercial within, few minutes.
When you
Meanwhile,
say add-on, that means you need to have one Adobe license and this will be on top of it.
yes, and as well as just like Ketki mentioned, if you have the reader also, Ketki, correct me if I'm wrong, you
Yeah.
can use this solution.
Yes.
So if I have a reader and I need to top it up, then what is the subscription cost?
This is a saying I'm saying ki whatever the number of add-on you are looking for, you can share the exact requirement with us, and then we can share with you.
Okay.
And this is the promo for all our guests. So maybe people will aware that there is a promo going on from Adobe side. Okay, the 30% on Creative Cloud products and 20% on Acrobat products. This is for the net new requirement for the net new VIPs. Okay, and just like so for few people know, just Adobe has a quarter end of this month. So right now the validity of this promo it's right like 31st August. We are not sure it will be continue in the next quarter, but there is a promo going on where anybody can who can eligible for this promo can utilize this promo and 30% discount on the creative products and the 20% of the discount on the Acrobat products they will get. And I'm sharing the request to you to all please scan this QR code and for the your feedback, which is the most important for all of us, so we can understand your final feedback. And so request you to kindly scan this code. Okay, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, okay. My humble request to all our guests, please scan this and share your feedback. And meanwhile, if you have any query other than commercials, do let me know. And I'm sharing my contact details again on the chat. If somebody want to understand more, or maybe they want commercial, they can drop me an email and maybe call me and WhatsApp me anything where they are comfortable. Request to you all, if you like give the feedback, you can give the thumbs up on the chat so we can understand how many people are complete this task. So my last call, if you have any query, you can raise right now. Else you can call us anytime with the contact details I already shared. But if you have any query, you can ask us from Ketkin from our side. Thank you, Tonmet. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you, Srinivas. So thank you very much everyone to join this our webinar. And once again, if you have any query, you can contact with us anytime. You can drop an email to us. I'm sharing again once our team, contact details. Anytime you can contact us. And if you want to, understand more about the generative AI Acrobat, do let us know. There is a barcode also. If you want again a demo, you can scan this and you can raise a request. You can save our contact details for any time. You can connect with us. So thank you, Ketki, for your precious time you gave us, and thank you very much once again. You show us, some things different, which is more, I can say, the beneficial for all the users, and it's a game changer for. I can what I'm not the core user, but just like you mentioned, anybody can who are using Acrobat Reader can use this. I think this is one of the best feature. People can understand, they can connect, and then they can proceed further on this.
Absolutely. Looking forward to hearing from all of
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ketki. Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Hosin, do you have any query? Hosin, you can unmute yourself if you have any query. And maybe you can write down on chat also. Thank you, Hossein. I got your feedback. Uh, Kamlesh, Manish, Chang, if you can share your feedback to us, it's very grateful.